Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Descent into Madness podcast, where three bumbling idiots sit around microphones and campfires and tell luscious stories of yonder, and one is a fetish for cheese.
Yeah. Cheese is good. Cheese is delicious, in fact. If I could make a religion about cheese, I would have already.
I'm sure there is a religion of cheese. You can make a
Pray
religion
to Jesus for your sins.
Yeah, Lord Jesus Rice.
4 Hail Marys and 1 cheddar.
One cheddar. Cheddar cheese.
We don't want the dough, we want the cheddar.
It's no Hail Marys, it's Chester's. Chester cheese.
Chester.
You see, the problem with if I made a cheese religion, of course the primary deity would be Jesus Christ.
Of course.
But you do realize I'm an idiot, and so it wouldn't be like your conventional, oh, he's almighty, all powerful. No. His right-hand man, Chuck E. Cheese, is all powerful. See, that's where the problem lies. But yeah, it'll be a cheese dictatorship.
You're saying like Jesus would be the puppet leader, the face of the religion, but really it's all Chester, Charles Entertainment Cheese.
It would all be about Charles Entertainment Cheese. But here's the thing. The primary goal of the religion would be to take down Tony the Tiger, who is a war criminal. Yeah, there you go.
I'm bewildered.
Yeah.
What
is war crimes has Tony the Tiger even committed?
He abducts Bosnian children and sells them to African warlords to monopolize on child labor in African wars. He hasn't been caught just yet.
I wasn't prepared for that answer.
We need to go to the fields with the frosted flakes.
Yeah. See, that's why his motto, double meaning there. You know, he's not just talking about his cereal. He's talking about the profits from selling Bosnian children. They're great.
It's a stock prices on the Bosnian children trade.
Why do you think Bosnians are pissed all the time? Kids getting stolen by a fucking tiger wearing a ascot.
It's just this tiger comes sprinting into their village once a week, and they have to make an offering, otherwise he gets mad.
Mm.
Last time he got mad, Grandma got sacrificed.
See, they busted Chester the cheetah because he was dangerously cheesy. He was just a terrorist. But they busted him.
He was just casually a terrorist.
You know what else is dangerously cheesy? This week's fun cheese fact.
Oh God, I thought we got away with it.
No.
It was all a segue.
Yeah.
Go work for Linus Tech Tips.
I'm upset how I helped set him up for that too.
Michael Cheese Tips.
Yeah. All right. Well, this fun cheese fact for the week comes to you from Greece. And I'm not talking about, Greece that you'd find in a frying pan. I'm talking about Greece the country. The one with all the debt. Did you know that feta cheese is made from 2 kinds of milk, goat and sheep? And depending on the part of Greece where it is produced, the ratios of goat to sheep milk change.
Now that one's actually kind of genuinely interesting. A cheese made out of 2 different milks, and it's different. Yep. Yeah, that one. Okay, I'll give you that one. That one's actually sort of cool.
Would you like to know why they're made out of 2 different cheeses?
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm sure you're going to tell me anyway.
So the sheep milk actually gives it a buttery kind of texture and not so much the flavor. And the goat's milk actually adds a spiciness to the cheese. And not like spiciness like pepper jack, more like a kind of mustard spiciness. That extra pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
The pizzazz.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Huh.
All right. So now we got our useless fact out of the way.
The cheese fact. The useless cheese
It's
fact.
a useless cheese fact.
That's what he had the issue with. That's what he had the issue with. That I didn't say he was cheese.
Gotta get the cheese out there. I'm trying to build a religion on this shit, alright?
You're going to get a giant block of cheese and be able just to shape it into a throne.
Cheese of Thrones.
No, see, that'd be sacrilege. That's like making like a throne out of Jesus. Like that, you worship the man. You don't sit on him like he's a stool.
Hey,
They fucking found Jesus on toast and decided.
have you never heard the song? You raise me up.
God damn it!
Therefore, he's there to lift you.
No,
No.
that means that Jesus was a step stool.
Step ladder.
He was a cover guy. He was the fall guy this whole time.
Jesus Christ was the fall man.
Because it didn't sound as Jesus Christ rolls off the tongue a little bit better than Bartholomew the Fourth.
True.
Well, I mean, you also have to think about the fact that he was, probably given a Hebrew name, and most Americans can't pronounce anything in Hebrew.
I don't think most of the world can pronounce anything in Hebrew. Most Hebrews can't pronounce anything in Hebrews.
I can almost bet you that more people speak Hebrew than Welsh, because Welsh is a fake language made to confuse everyone in the world.
Okay, well, Welsh is like a fucking SCP language.
It is.
It's an ancient, of the god language.
Minecraft
the
and chanting table.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what they speak.
Yeah, no. Have you ever heard Welsh?
It sounds like one word. And the issue is one word sounds like two German guys arguing. And that's just one word.
Yeah, no. There's a reason why the Welsh have the longest, city name to exist. It has 4 L's next to each other. I'm sorry, but that's not how any language in the universe works.
It's like some guy fell asleep on the fucking keyboard. And they said, all right, we go with it.
To try and wake him up, they smashed his head into the keyboard, and there was their alphabet.
Yeah, and there were their vowels.
And also, Welsh is just part of that part of the world where, you're either 110% the most butt-fucking ugly thing that ever walked God's green earth, or the hottest thing to walk over the town. There's no in between.
That's just how it happens.
That whole part of the world, most of Europe is like that. It's you have some British girls that are super nice looking and everything, and then you got, hello, would you like?
You went for the accent, didn't describe anything. You went straight for the accent.
Because they know, just by saying that, the hello, they can picture immediately what I'm talking about. With the teeth hanging out that you're like, are you flossing or using that to sharpen knives?
We know your favorite British person. We're not going to get into that right now, but we know your favorite British person.
Margaret Thatcher.
No. Maybe if you did more DPS, he'd still be here.
I knew that's where you're fucking going. Have we told the story? We're 9 episodes in. This is episode 9. We're almost on episode 10, by the way. Have we told yet about Deviant Nick?
We have not. We've talked about Destiny 2.
I know, we've talked about Destiny quite a bit. So let's not turn this into an entire Destiny thing. But we got to tell the story about this thing that crawled out of the depth sewers.
The newest SCP. And I've seen him lurking in the LFG. I was going through looking at the voice chat to see how many people were in raids, and I saw his name.
Dude, I was looking at that the other day because I was just curious during work, and I saw him join in the song that they play when they zoom in on the drum set from Step Brothers immediately played in my head. The just he's here. He's arrived. This fucking guy couldn't be any more stereotypical Briton than anyone else. Why am I getting a call? No.
It's him. He heard you talking about him.
So he is
coming after you.
He's here. But
I wouldn't put it past him. I bet he's in cohorts with Tony the
NSA?
Tiger. No, not the NSA.
did you say Tony the Tiger?
Yeah,
he went back to Tony the Tiger.
Okay.
telling you, man. One day
So
they'll
we're just
bust
gonna
him.
like leave him alone there. So, but this guy, I mean, seriously talks it. Hello, I'm Davey and Nick, and today we're playing Destiny. I mean, just the most thick. Oh, it honestly sounds fake, but this fucking guy sits there and is trying to tell you all these strategies and how you're the worst player for not following them. That you're just garbage for not following them. And then is like trying to save us seconds, like milliseconds on parts, and is just complaining and sobbing. Dude was a fucking idiot, and he's kept going on and on about, yes, this is my Celestial Nighthawk. This is the damage I can do, the DPS. And then he'd grab the relic and then drop it off the fucking map and then blame everyone else. Why didn't you grab the relic?
Nighthawk. He was goo goo gagaing over my Celestial Nighthawk.
Oh, it was your Celestial Nighthawk, and he was using
The
1,000
Curious
voices,
of the
right?
fallen star.
no, not Thousand Voices. Curious.
Yeah, that's what it was. I could not
I'm
remember.
Yes.
the Curious of the Falling Star.
Curious of the Falling Star.
What have you got? You haven't got one. And oh my god, that I wish I had a role like that Celestial Nighthawk. That's amazing. And it's like, dude,
I'm so
please.
glad I wasn't here for this, and that I can live it
To make
vicariously
things
through
worse,
you two.
he not only had that thick, like country accent, he also had a lisp, which just added on.
Like, and I kind
like-
of felt bad for the guy because he obviously has some issues. I mean, just from hearing how he talks to you and everything, he has some issues. Yes,
Thanks.
people, I hate to break it to you, being British is not a mental illness, though it should be. But
You can't say much. You're Irish.
Oh, man.
but like he had some issues, but then he just started turning into a fucking dick. And I felt bad for fucking Jesse out of everyone there. His first and only ever raid completion was with Deviant Nick. Just
Yeah.
absolute atrocious run.
His very first raid completion, and he had to listen to that. You know, my favorite thing about Nick, though, was that he would sit there and complain
Absolutely nothing.
that he was doing the most DPS, but every single wipe, I had the most DPS out of the entire group.
And then he make fun of me for not having as much DPS when I'm the one having to hold the relic and playing well. I'm like, dude, what choice do I have?
What
Yeah.
do you want from me?
I drop it for a couple of seconds, fire off some sleeper rounds, and then pick it back up so we didn't wipe. Oh, dude, that guy was a fucking idiit. I wish I was
missed
recording
him.
that one.
You should have joined his clan.
Spikes.
Say if you want it.
It's there if you want it. It's there if you want it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh. And then all of a sudden I
he
see
didn't give you
Nick-
any context.
No. He just said it's that Spikes. It's there if you want it. It's there if you want it. I'm like, what is going on? And then I just see on the bottom of my screen, Deviant Nick has invited you to their clan. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, I can't tell you how much I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but I got you
Can't tell
roped
you how
into
much
my
I don't
pyramid scheme,
care.
so you joined our pyramid scheme.
Yeah, and it's fucking useless. I've never claimed any rewards from it.
Yeah. But you
we're-
get a cool little thing on
No.
you that shows that you're in a clan.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Clans
See, the thing
are
is, though, you're too
conspiracy
lazy to
theories.
leave, aren't you?
What?
You're too lazy to leave, though, aren't you?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, yeah. Our clan recently, for some reason, decided to change to some cringe ass name that I'm upset about.
Damn, you should
'Cause,
join
like-
ours.
Because of like the clan leader is now the original dude's girlfriend. And so like it's just annoying, but like they're a bunch of Destiny nerds, so I can actually get rewards from being there and just doing nothing.
What's the name? Buttfucker 3000?
No, see, that'd be funny.
It's PETA.
I wish, dude. I want to be part of the Buttfucker 3000.
Well, what's the name? You can't just give us the fact that it's a cringe
Would I
name and
be-
then not tell us.
Well, hold on. I'm more interested in the Buttfuckers 3000. Would I?
No,
be a
you're not getting
buttfucker?
away from this. No.
No,
What's the
okay,
name?
all right, no. I get you,
What
I
is
get you, I get you. But the Buttfuckers 3000 is a fantastic name.
You're welcome.
And I want to capitalize on it.
I don't know.
I'll charge you a franchising fee. I get royalties.
Michael, you don't like Buttfuckers 3000?
No, I think that you remember Atheon's Bussy. He could make one hell of a clan name.
Yeah,
That is
Atheon's
a pretty
Bussy.
good clan name.
Or,
Yeah.
no, the best one. Link, but black.
Yeah.
The best gamer tag
wow.
we ever saw on Destiny.
So simple yet so stupid.
3
Butt
words.
Black.
Blink,
Wow.
but black.
That's great.
It was hilarious. We're just sitting there in the tower, like, Michael's like, Kane, look at this guy's name. What's the guy's name? Oh, him. Because it's like one of those things where, in the whole lobby of normal names, it stands out. And he's like, just look, you'll see it.
You'll see it.
Yeah. It blew my mind. Fucking, it's so simple yet so
Link Butt
backwards.
Black, dude.
It's like
That's
that
really
picture of Eric Andre. The how could you say something so controversial yet so brave? Yeah, that
Oh,
was
good
that
lord.
was Deviant Nick. What a fucking stud. He honestly brought me back to the days of like Modern Warfare 2 because I just could picture him getting lambasted in a lobby. I mean, just absolutely railed.
You see, that's where I wonder if he's from those days, if he's a veteran of that time. Because
I don't
like
know. I think from what he was saying, he's
I feel
super
like
young.
I don't know. Because, like, I feel like he could bust out, you know, that kind of goofy shit. But as soon as you say something to him, I feel like he could
He's
just
gonna
turn it
clap at
around
you?
and just, yeah. Like, he would clap you like you've never been clapped before.
I would appreciate it. Dude,
The
fucking
clapping.
gaming today is too soft.
Yeah. 'Cause people don't realize that there's a mute button that's been there for how long now?
Years since the original Xbox.
So, I mean, not that hard. Mute them. Or ignore them.
Or
And
be
if
a fucking
they're-
man and talk shit back. Talk better shit.
No, you
Talk
see,
better shit.
you see, people nowadays can't talk shit. They just get to that one insult where, like, yeah, that's good. And then they just repeat it. Like,
And it's typically a racial slur.
it's typically a racial slur, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, honestly, like, even though COD lobbies were very toxic, you honestly didn't hear the N-word going around a whole lot unless someone was losing an argument, and then the whole lobby clowned on them.
Yeah.
The racial shit never came out. You would get just the funniest shit. Like people like the classic. There's a guy, he's like, oh, Riot Shield. I have a Riot Shield because I like cocks. Yum, 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 yum. Just going on and on. It's like nowadays they just drop the N-word.
Just immediately. It's like the first go-to.
It's
There is no other thing
Dude, there used
before
to be
it.
a
Just
fucking art
immediate.
to shit talking. To where you would sit there
Who
and
farted?
prep yourself in lobby to try
I mean,
what?
was that you? Did you fart? I heard it.
No,
Someone
I put my
farted on
phone
their
on the
mic.
desk.
Oh, okay. I
sound like
thought you
this?
ripped ass because, like, no, because in the middle of you talking, it just sounded like someone ripped ass in their mic and they left it at that.
No, it's like I just threw my phone on the fucking desk. Nope, I just fucking cut one and left it. No, I'd own it if I actually cut one because I'd be sitting here
Cut
laughing.
one and I left it.
Dude, I fucking ripped one at work today, and the motherfucker walked through the cloud right before the elevator.
Oh, you cropped up to them?
That was funny.
It was pretty good. We were just
that
sitting there.
was-
I'm like, "Hey, Chris," and then right as I do that, put my leg down, a fucking guy comes walking around the corner, just walks right through it. It was hilarious.
Oh man, dude.
We were expecting to get in the elevator and hear, Jesus Christ!
I was waiting for it, man.
Maybe he enjoyed it.
Yeah, but we also set off alarms too.
You set off an alarm. I
Hey,
did
no,
no such
you
thing.
did it. You were my blame.
I did not.
So this door,
I was holding a printer. I didn't touch anything.
this door didn't open, and instead of me, because my badge wasn't opening it, and I'm like, well, he's holding a big ass box I can't fit through the rotating door. So I'm just gonna push it open, even though it's supposed to be automatic, and all of a sudden the fucking alarm goes nuts, and I'm like, well, I didn't know. Didn't know I wasn't supposed to open it.
Oops, was that me?
Whoops. I don't know. I saw the old lady right there. I think she did it.
Don't blame it on Myrtle.
Dude, Myrtle like
Myrtle.
dropped some fucking ass though. It reeked down there by her. And even she was like, she's like, do you smell that? And I'm like, yeah, I do. It smells a little funky down here. And then all of a sudden she leaves and doesn't smell anymore. So she was either like laying down some fucking arsenic or something, or just fucking ripped
Arsenic.
the fattest ass and literally asked us, do you smell that? Like, dude, that's like a good way to get anyone to like smell your fart. I'm sure you guys are all aware of the old school one. You guys smell popcorn? Like that one. But like, if you just go, do you guys smell that?
classic.
It'll immediately get everybody to go. And then you're just like, yeah, I just farted.
Yeah, I just farted.
God. Oh, lordy, lordy.
What the fuck did you
That-
send me?
No, you don't want to know.
That is retarded. I tried committing myself to committing suicide today. Never doing that shit again. I almost killed myself.
Your brain almost fucking commits suicide.
Dude, my brain almost does that every day.
Ever since I made my D&D character Bori, you've just
It's
been...
infectious.
It's not that bad. Come on, lad. I know you like him.
I know Bori is a favorite.
Yeah.
So I'm playing on every other Wednesday starting on the 13th. I'm playing a Pathfinder game at the game store. And inspired by Bori, I created a dwarf barbarian.
Ooh.
But we rolled for stats, and I rolled so retardedly high, he is not that dumb. It's my lowest scoring stat, and it's a 12 intelligence.
Nice. You know, I was just thinking of, because I saw that picture. I think I sent it to you. Yeah, the no hair picture. I kind of want to make a monk character that's Way of the Open Fist and just, yeah, Will Smith based.
I saw a post today on Reddit, actually,
Fucking
of
Redditor.
somebody in Elden Ring doing that, where it was two dudes just playing the game together, and somebody invades them, and their name is Will Smith. They just both watch as the dude slow walks up to them with nothing in his hands, punches the host for 1 damage, slowly walk away, and then disconnect from their game. Just flat out. Like, that is
Dude, I bet that was also on like Xbox too. So like someone had to pay for the name change.
no, Elden Ring you can do based on your character name,
Oh, that's right. That's fucking
Respectable.
which would be even better if they did.
yeah, just to pay the $10 or $15 for the name change, just for a Will Smith joke.
It's worth it, dude. I love the fact that the meme culture has gotten stronger. Like, immediately things are getting turned. Like, you know, we used to give certain things a grace period.
It wasn't even
But
that
no.
we'd give him a grace period. It just took time.
Yeah, but now, I mean, with the Will Smith thing, it was
That was
literally
an hour.
the same night. It was awful. They're so
It
good.
was just such a ridiculous situation, dude.
Dude, Will Smith is getting memed fucking hard because of it.
Again, dude. It's like, what, the third time Will Smith has been a giant meme?
rewind time.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it
this
just
it's not
keeps
even
happening.
good. But people are just baking the shit up. I'm like, dude, it was real funny until your wife gave you a nasty look. You're laughing real hard.
God.
Like I saw
Yeah,
one where
no.
they're sitting there. It's like to calm Will Smith down, they gave him a little trophy of his wife because the Grammys are bald. Was it the Grammys or the Oscars?
It was the Oscars.
Oscars.
That's right,
Grammys
dude, there's
are music.
so many fucking award shows. Then they're
Was it the
so
Oscars
stupid.
or the Olympics? I don't remember.
Did Will Smith get a gold medal?
And
Did
Will
Will
S-
Or did he get cheated on?
Yes.
God, I don't understand why he's still with that woman. She has openly cheated
Because
on him.
they
Openly
probably
said that-
have
pussy
some ridiculous prenup to where he will have to pay out the ass.
Oh, I'm
good
almost
point.
certain that's the case. Like, I feel bad for him. But he basically stuck his dick in a toaster and now refuses to get it out because he thought it
Yeah,
was
and
a good
says
idea
he's
in the
like,
first
it's like
place.
when you ask him, like, so is that, that was a pretty dumb decision, huh? No. Well,
Yeah.
but it's really uncomfortable. No, I like it in here.
No, I like. No, it's on my
one
wallet.
of those, one of
on
those
the
people that can't admit when they're wrong. I feel bad for him though, because like
I
he's such a nice guy.
No, he's not.
And
He's
he's
actually a
married to-
fucking asshole.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a pretty big asshole.
I guess he was born and raised in West Philadelphia.
Oh my god.
After all, that's where he spent most of his life.
All right,
Stop.
it's time to end.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Did you see the meme I
On the
posted
playground
for
where he
that?
spent most of his days.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Can't slap Chris Walk because your wife has nothing. He screwed that up bad. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
If you ever want to
that's-
make yourself a clown, there
he
you
did
go.
it to himself. Clown.
Really? Already?
You know, honestly, if I
They
were
lived the whole day at work without this.
if
The
I were
whole day.
if I were Chris Rock, you know what I would have done? When he walked up to give his acceptance speech, I would have been in that sound room playing like the clown circus music.
Actually, Chris Rock, by not responding or reacting at all, won that engagement.
oh, easily.
Oh, it was such a good move on his part. To
And
not
like
engage.
right after the fact to just go, wow, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me and just continue. He did it so well.
Yeah, well, it's like he thought it was like a bit until he started sitting there screaming like a fucking 12-year-old in his chair.
Huh.
Yeah.
But no, he took it like an absolute champ. Did you see Chris Rock's brother's reaction to it? So Chris Rock's
No, I
brother's
didn't.
also a stand-up comedian. And he was at a
Chris
he-
Stone.
Oh, dude, that's it. We're gonna box. I swear to God.
that was good. I like that. That was good. That caught me off.
God damn it.
That was good, Michael. I like that. That was a good one. Pat your back. Pat your back.
Fucking A, dude.
I would, but I can't reach it.
You fucking ape. But yeah, he's a lot smaller time of a comedian. He's nowhere near as famous, obviously. And he was sitting there and he was at the beginning of his comedy show. He's saying, hey, and if there's some jokes you don't like, if you get offended, you have two options. Shut the fuck up or shut the fuck up, because ain't none of you motherfuckers gonna come up here and slap me, because you will crawl up here and you will limp over there. Dude, it's that was my issue with it. It's like, dude, that's set up like, because celebrity is supposed to be held as like to a higher standard, and that just set up the precedent that, it's okay to where if you don't like a joke, to go up there and slap someone and punch them. And it was, it was only a matter of time before some super liberal did that at some comedy show. But the worst part is it was a celebrity that's as revered as Will Smith. So that's just going to definitely encourage all of them. And so far I haven't heard anything yet. But, I mean, it could have happened already in some smaller comedians. But none of the big comedians has happened to them. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. I think that set up a really bad kind of precedent. I hope it doesn't move forward that way, but it wouldn't surprise me if it moved forward that way. Because just that fucking side of everything tends to take a mile when they're given an inch.
Yeah. Well, we're at that point in time where it's just kind of like, you can't say anything anymore. I mean, hell, if I go outside and give my fun cheese facts, no one will listen to me, but that's because I'm, trying to tell
That's
random
'cause you're
people
you.
cheese facts. Yeah. Back in the day, people also didn't like to listen to my cheese facts, but they at least looked at me. Now I'm shunned.
They at least called me a name.
Yeah. Wasn't a very nice name, but at least they acknowledged me.
I'm only more lonely as the world goes on. So
I'd like to see Will Smith in a COD lobby.
dude, he'd be so upset.
Keep my dick gamer tag out your fucking mouth.
No, the first motherfucker would sit there and quickscope and go, I don't think you're such a legend now. More like you're I am retard. And just
I
fucking,
am retard. Yikes, dude.
Oh.
it's iRobot. How about I scrub nerd? And they just quickscope him and teabag him. I want to put him not in a current COD lobby, but like an old school COD lobby.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
And honestly, it went downhill at Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was honestly where the COD lobby started to shift to where it was just because Black Ops 2 is so popular and given to so many fucking degenerates that it just created this horrible cesspool of just fat, fudge, sweaty fingered ingrates that just would sit there and touch themselves at the idea that you might be a woman. And
Well, yeah, because it used to be that, like, it didn't matter who you were, where you were from, you were on blast 24/7 in the COD lobbies.
yeah, it was like
But
if you
it's
didn't want the shit, you didn't plug in the mic. And even when you didn't plug in the mic, you still got it.
But
The
now,
shit finds you.
see, now the greasy Redditors have come out of their cave. And instead of, getting insults that are new and fresh, it's, I bet you wouldn't say that if you were on my subreddit. As they try to crack their greasy fingers, but they just slip through each other from all the Cheeto dust.
Yeah, as they're just sitting there aching and they're swollen fucking a-holes. Just, mother,
You see,
they're being mean to me.
it's not that they're bad at the game. It's that they're too greasy to hold their controllers correctly.
And they're bad at the game.
Yeah, that too. The
Yeah,
combination of both.
How much Reddit karma can I get for a quick scope?
Reddit karma.
God. Gone are the days of moms getting cameras. Mom, get the camera! Get the camera!
It's all about that Reddit karma, baby.
I miss the trash talking on Club Penguin. You had to be special wizard for that shit.
I never played Club Penguin.
They'd ban you for
mean?
calling someone stupid, so you had to go roundabout ways to get through with some of this shit.
I had a
Played
guy.
Pop Tropica.
I remember I had a guy that would just send you a URL link in Webkins. And if you pulled it up, it just said you are gay.
That's amazing. I remembered the Bully Hunter commercial thing. Remember that thing?
That shit was so stupid.
Were
That's
they-
what kicked off Gamersgate. It was Bully Hunter. That kicked off Gamergate.
But
And
my
all that
favorite thing
fucking
about
shit
it is
show.
that I think they were like in the middle of like a ranked CS:GO
Ranked
match.
CSGO lobby, and it's like,
And someone just joins. Like, first off, no, that's not how that works.
yeah. It's like, that was so fake and so set up. And then, first of all, the bully was being pretty nice.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I've played CSGO before, and it gets horrible. CSGO is where the old school COD players went to talk shit. And then the little kids got on there, and it just got racist. And it's CSGO lobbies.
Why does in this equation, it's when the younger audience takes over a game, it gets racist?
Am I
It happened
wrong?
with Call of Duty. It happened with CSGO.
I'm not just saying that. That's just the fucking truth.
It just is, dude.
It's because
like,
that's just like, because back when we were growing up, like, we had some sense in saying, like, okay, we had some boundaries. And plus, you know, it wasn't as funny just to have this default I win word. It was all about who could come up with the most creative insult. And that pride is just non-existent anymore, because God forbid you get caught on film giving a fantastic insult, and then some motherfucker's going to track you down, dox you, find your job and go, this employer, like the shit that goes around on TikTok all the time of just every time someone says something they're upset, they're like, is this you? And they just post their address and all their personal information.
like, damn, bro.
Shit, I'd invite him to my house.
Like, the only thing that makes me laugh is when it's fake, when the people post 192.168, because those IP addresses are internal only. Like, those aren't real IP addresses. Like, they're real IPs, but they're not IPs outside of anyone else's network. So you can
192.168.
yeah, it's like, those fucking memes are funny. Like, you see, like, that one KFC one is hilarious, where he's sitting there going, he's like, KFC chicken sucks. And KFC responds 192.168.1.8. Like, that shit's funny. But otherwise, like, people are genuinely doing it. And that's the fucked up part, because technology has gotten to the point where, like, literally you can pay $5 to someone and they'll be like a private investigator and literally pull all their internet information, all their payment info, everything from the internet for $5 and just give it to them. Like, that's the fucking issue. And then also we have the society being just a bunch of fucking pussy tards. They would not survive having an old school LAN party, because those people can talk all this shit, and then the second they have actual confrontation, they just shut down. That's why I love actual LAN parties, because you can literally sit there, have someone talk shit, beat the fuck out of them, and you go, seems a little quiet over there now. I need to come over and make sure your screen's turned on, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah, I kind of miss the LAN parties. Those were.
I actually was just old enough, and my dad was a big gamer back then, to where I have not a whole lot, but some memories of, like, true, actual, original Xbox Halo 2 LAN parties of just, like, 6 CRT TVs, 4 people a TV, LAN cables running everywhere. Like, the old Xbox Linksys cable plugged into the back like an Ethernet cable. It was really only a phone cord. Then it would split into 4 pieces, and it was this green thing. Would go into the other Xbox, and then you had to connect that one to another one. It was like this huge daisy chain. It was really kind of cool. Like, all the shit they would set up and conjure up to just play together and just play Halo and talk shit.
Gone are the days.
Yeah, I did LAN parties for, like, my birthdays for years, where we'd always set up a couple of TVs and play Call of Duty or something. And then people started getting too salty and just taking it too seriously and just ruined it.
Yeah, in the end, it's still just a game. You can still go outside and get a job. It's not gonna change.
It's like, trust me, I get frustrated at games, but I'm not afraid just to fucking leave a game because I'm getting too pissed off. It's like, if I'm not having fun with it, I'll just leave. I'll go do something else. I won't sit there, because I used to when I was a kid, like, definitely during Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 is my most loved Call of Duty because of how much I hated it back when it was the new one. But I'd play it for hours and hours and stay up every night till 3 in the morning during the summertime playing it. My mom would come upstairs because she could hear me yelling and punching the fucking ground, getting so pissed. And then, just looking back on it, I did through all that shit, and I'm like, dude, if I just would have left the game, took like a 10-minute break, and just came back to it, all would have been fine.
You still would have been mad.
Yeah, I still would have been mad, but
I still would have been mad.
But you would have been a little less mad.
A little bit less mad, a little bit more quieter. A little bit quieter. But, yeah, it's just like Rainbow Six Siege. Like, that's just a game where you can't really back out or something like that, and that game gets, like, taken too fucking seriously.
Playing Siege, before you joined us for Siege, and I know Chris can attest to this, Jesse was the worst. Like, he would go on a rampage the game before, and then he would start to, like, do bad, and I would have been warmed up by this point, and I would have started to get closer to the top. And I would just sit there and rail him. I'm like, what happened? You're not doing so good. Do I need to carry you? Shit like that. And he would just, you wouldn't hear his mic, and he'd come back, wouldn't talk, and you'd just hear him open a bag of chips.
I was there for some of that. I was there for the tail end of it when we all played Siege. That game's such a piece of shit, though. I fucking hate that game now. That is just ruined. I will never play that again.
God, it's not even the fact that, like, the game itself has just turned into this wacky, crazy, this person has this kind of thing.
That's my issue with it.
My issue is the fact that you can't just get a nice casual match. Like, you just can't. It's always that one guy that hasn't stopped playing this game since it came out, and he's just like, you guys suck. This is competitive, and you're not competitive. And he's sitting there like 14 kills, 0 deaths, and he's like, dude, go play ranked if you're gonna be this tryhard.
Go outside. Go outside.
Yeah.
Like, some of us, I'm sorry to break your bubble here, but some of us just play games for fun. It does not require you to completely demolish the enemy team. It's not fun. I've done it before, and I don't get the fun in it. Like, I never did it in Siege. I did it in Titanfall. But good lord, I just don't see where the fun comes in that.
Yeah, the only time for me it's fun to just totally decimate a team is in Call of Duty. If you can set up a really skillful spawn trap. Like, if you set it up, because it takes some setup because of how many spawn protections there are. If you can get past all that and really figure it out, and you can just lambast the team, that's sort of entertaining. But then you also find yourself, like, sitting there when you have all, like, 3 flags in domination, and you're just running around trying to find someone, and you guys are gaining 3 points a second. You just don't know what to do because you're seeing like one person, because then they all leave. It's just not fun. That's why I always let them have 1 flag at least. If we have 2 flags, I don't try to capture their other flag. Like, let them spawn back there, get their bearings. That way we know where they're coming from. And then, it lets the game last a bit longer.
It's just the way to do it.
That is the way to do it.
Like, and I know Call of Duty is a way different game than like Rainbow Six, but Call of Duty is just one of those games, and a lot of games that's not like Rainbow that doesn't have leave penalties all the time is like this, to where as soon as you start losing that bad, your whole team will just fucking leave.
Yep.
And that's the part that sucks. Like, dude, I'm here. I will stay. I don't care about KD. I just want to have fun and have a good game. And, like, I've had a few games where my whole team is left and I'd be the only one left, and we'd be triple capped, and then I have people join in, and we have come back from that. That is the best feeling ever. Like, I still vividly remember those games. It was one on Black Ops 2, one on Modern Warfare 3, and then I had one on Advanced Warfare that was like that, where I was the last one left on my team because we got dominated so early in the game. Everyone left, And then we had a whole new team join back in progress, and we came back and won.
Those are the best matches, because especially when the enemy team doesn't let up and you just turn the tide.
Yeah, it's like, because that's
where
like
it feels
genuinely, that's no other bullshit. It's just genuinely my skill outranked your skill. That we were able to do that. My skill was able to outpush yours. That's the best feeling.
It's those matches that breed that excuse of it's not me, it's my team. Because quite frankly, there are those matches where you just have the worst team.
Okay, when I play Call of Duty, though, I do tend to get the worst fucking team. But the only time I'll ever say I have a bad team is if I'm on the top of the leaderboards by some margin. Like if it's like if I'm sitting there trading top space with some guy, like I keep going 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, because this guy's neck and neck, I won't sit there and go, man, my team fucking sucks. But like usually what ends up happening is that I'll be like at 28 kills and then second place in my team's at 10.
See, I used to play a lot of competitive Overwatch. I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite games when it came out. But whenever I would play competitive, I shit you not, I had placed gold, and I would be put with bronze on my team against platinums. And like there was one match where I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to keep my mic muted, I'm just gonna play. And I single-handedly forced the point through one whole entire section because my team would just run in single-handedly and die each time. And after that match, these two kids got on the mic and they're like, please carry us, please carry us. And I just got on the mic and was like, no, you guys suck. And just called it a day and just stopped playing. I was,
No,
dude,
you guys suck.
I really, really want to get back into it. I loved the game so
The
much.
second one's out, isn't it?
Not.
I think it's coming out.
It's coming out soon, but the only reason people think it's out is because XQC accidentally leaked it on stream. Because he opened up, he has a like pre-release copy for YouTubers and stuff to play, and he was on stream and he was going to play Overwatch with some other streamers or something, and he opened Overwatch 2 in the Blizzard launcher, and just opened it up, didn't even realize it. So yeah. There's that. So people are like, is it
I just thought it was out because I heard everyone complaining like it's literally nothing different than the first one. Like there's some changes. Like, but it's like basically could have just been one big update as opposed to a new game.
Yeah.
They're evidently gonna push like a campaign with it too. That's pretty much what the new game is it's a campaign.
See, I always liked Overwatch, but when I got it, it was in a lull state. Like it was very low player counts, and I never actually bought it. I was game sharing with Thomas, and then when we got rid of our Xboxes, obviously I lost access to it. And yeah, so I played it for like a month in 2016, and then got rid of the Xbox and never got it. I always liked it. I enjoyed playing it, and I always wanted to get into it, but it was just the player population at that point was so minimal. You'd sit there forever waiting for a game, and then when you got into a game, it was just with the absolute studded out players. Because
the only one still playing the game.
Yeah, when a game's at that point in the population, the only people that are going to keep playing it are not new people. It's going to be the super big people that really liked the game, so they're going to be really good at it. And it's not. And honestly, I'm not even like mad at them for just like being good at the game. That's just because how it was. It's like you like the game, you're going to keep playing it. You've been playing it since 2014 or whatever it came out. So you're going to be naturally good at the game. It's just like me. I haven't played Black Ops 2 in years, but you put me back in the seat and I'll fucking get back onto it and just kick some ass because I like the game and I'm just good at the game. So I've played so many hours of it.
I just miss that game. And like, as much as I want to go back into it, I know I'm just going to beat myself up for like a week trying to play competitive, and that's not what I need to do.
I really like Plutonium. I know we just picked up Black Ops 2 on the Xbox, but I mainly picked that up for zombies and everything. And because I like playing zombies better on the Xbox than I do on the computer. And because the multiplayer is so fucking hacked to shit. It's just, it's so bad. You can get during the week some half decent lobbies, but during weekends, it's impossible. But there's this mod on PC. It's totally free. And even if you don't own Black Ops 2 on PC, it's completely free. It's called Plutonium, and it's awesome. I love Plutonium. They have controller support, and the controllers have aim assist still, so it's actually viable to play with a controller. And it's just Black Ops 2 servers. The only issue is that for some reason, a lot of the servers seem to be in the very, very east or west coast, because it's hard to find a proper ping server in this local area. And it's got really decent player population. Like, it's consistently over like 1,000 players, like 1,500 players pretty consistently, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, like, the online player population on Black Ops 2 on the Xbox is like 120 to 180 during the week, and then you hit like 300 on the weekends. I remember logging on PS3 and seeing like 90,000 people online.
That was a lot of people.
I was actually online on the moment that Black Ops 1 hit 1 million players online. I remember physically being there to see that number, and that was just crazy. Black Ops 1 had the highest consecutive player count in Call of Duty history, in gaming history, actually, of 1 million players online at once. And that was just Xbox 360. That wasn't including PC and PS3. That was just Xbox 360. Was 1 million players on at one time on Black Ops 1.
Yeah. That was back when we had, good Call of Duty games.
That was back when shit was good. Shit was right.
If they want to have their next big moneymaker, you know what they need to do?
Copy Elden.
Just re-release Black Ops 1. Everything. The zombies, everything.
You get into
the textures.
You get into territory there, though, where they have potential to ruin the game.
See, if it was a faithful remaster, yes.
If it's a faithful remaster,
it's going to end up like COD 4, because MWR was supposed to be a faithful remaster, but the second remastered started making more money than Infinite Warfare. They added supply drops. They added all this bullshit to it.
Yeah.
If they can say it's a faithful remaster, I'm hands down for it. What I think they should do is re-release them on the new consoles and just leave it at
with
that.
Just updated graphics.
Yeah, slightly updated graphics.
That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. All right, I get what you're saying, Michael. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Because, I know that if they remake the game, they're going to add all the new features that they think players like.
I'd be so happy.
And that kills a game.
There's rumors going around that Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remaster would be coming out this year in place of a mainstay Call of Duty. Because the campaign, Modern Warfare Remaster campaign, came out with Cold War, I think, is around the time those two released. And they were talking for a long time, saying that in the game files there is multiplayer files, and they've been talking about, and I think they've pretty much more or less confirmed for a long time now that the Modern Warfare 2 remaster is in a process. And when they came out and said that we're not going to release a new Call of Duty this year, I figured that's just like prime time. And the Modern Warfare 2 remaster is going to be running off of the Modern Warfare remastered engine. But I just hope if they just don't ruin it.
Kane, if that multiplayer comes back out, I will be buying it.
I'm getting it on Xbox.
And we will be playing it together.
I'll be playing it all the time, but I'll be getting it on Xbox.
Because they don't have cross-console, do they?
Yeah, the Call of Duty's cross-gen. I don't know about the remasters because it's only been Modern Warfare and up as cross-gen. I would assume
for any new game they would.
Well, if it's running off the new engine.
It's not the engine's newer, but it's older than Modern Warfare 2019's engine.
Oh, okay.
So it's running off the engine that came out in 2016 with Modern Warfare Remastered. Because I played the campaign, I beat it on Veteran. It plays just like Modern Warfare Remastered. Like it's almost identical, just a reskin. But it would be a solid Call of Duty release. I'm just shocked they haven't done like a Zombie Chronicles type thing with the old school zombies, or not zombies, Call of Duty multiplayers. Like they can do, I'm sure it would sell in droves if they just did like the Modern Warfare collection, where it's one game, all the Modern Warfare maps, all the weapons, and, you know, one account, one playthrough. You don't have to switch to the different games. It's just all, and it runs on all one engine. And then do the vice versa with Black Ops 1 and 2, because no one gives two fucks about 3, 4 in Cold War.
Well, Black Ops 3, I didn't really care for the campaign.
Oh, campaign sucks dick. Everyone says that.
The zombies weren't terrible.
Zombies aren't bad. And overall, the only thing I give Black Ops 3 shit for is the advanced movements, because I didn't like the advanced movements. The only advanced movements I liked was actually Advanced Warfare's, because that one was almost so chaotic, but also it was very binary. Like once you double jumped, you were going this high, or once you dashed, you were going that far, so you could really counteract it. And it was limited. Like you had one jump and one dash, or if you had a perk for it, 2 dashes. So it was balanced, where Black Ops 2 and Infinite Warfare, you had this bar of stamina that you could use, and you could basically go up and down as high as you wanted and totally just fuck shit up. But overall, Black Ops 3 in recent time was the most balanced Call of Duty ever. Like, you could use any gun in that game you could use and not just totally be outclassed by everything else. Like, there definitely is meta weapons. Like, there's definitely better weapons than others. But it's not, there's no weapon in that game to where it's like, shit, because I'm using this, it's impossible to kill anyone else because they're using this.
Which is true, except for the Elcar.
The Elcar is actually not bad in multiplayer.
No, it wasn't bad. I just like giving that gun shit.
Oh, that gun's a horrible, ugly looking fucking gun.
I think the Pharaoh looked worse.
I hated the Pharaoh. I hated Black Ops 3's weapons in total. They didn't look right and they didn't feel right.
I like the Vesper.
Vesper was alright. I think the thing I used the most was the Man of War. I used the Man of War all the time. And then when
I used
people
the can.
And then when people
like
pissed
the
me off,
AK
I'd pull
variant.
out the Brecci.
The bricky.
Yep, if you were playing like a
Full auto
bitch,
broccoli.
I would play you like a bitch.
That was, I think, the first... No, it wasn't the first game. I used mostly SMGs. But I used the VMP and the Kuda.
The VMP was the most powerful gun in the game. It was so powerful and so popular, they brought it back in Black Ops 4.
I used that and the Kuda. Then when I finally got my hands on an MX Garand, I used that.
I never got that one.
I had
I
a
don't think I
clip.
got a single
from-
supply drop weapon.
I
ever.
have a clip
I got
from before
the
I had
sickle.
let me see if I can find that. But it was from before I had actually unlocked it. And I found one just sitting there. And I immediately started to wall run, looked at a guy, had to do a double take because I realized it was an enemy. And I just shot at him and hit him right square in the head. Didn't know him, nothing. Just fucking took his head off.
Nice. I think Advanced Warfare for advanced movement ones was my favorite. And I was so good at that game for some reason. I was so insanely good at that game. I remember my most famous game. We were all sitting there. So, like, my older brother would have us over at his house on some weekends when my parents wanted to go out or something. And I'd bring my TV. My older brother bring his TV. We'd all bring our Xboxes, and we'd all play Call of Duty all night. And I remember there was 6 of us there. We were all playing 2-player on each screen. So we filled up an entire team on our own. And I had just unlocked the HBR Insanity, which couldn't have a sight on it, but you could put, it had, its perk was basically built-in long barrel. And I figured out that with built-in long barrel, the deduction you get for adding a silencer just defaults out to the standard weapon. So this had a +2 to damage, same range, and the HB already had an insane range on it. And I could put all these other things on it because it also had the best iron sights in the entire game. And we were playing on the map Outbreak, I think, or Breakout. It was the prison map with the prison in the center and
Right.
everyone on the outside. Mm-hmm. And we controlled the entire top. It was me and my older brother Tanner, and me and him controlled the entire top of that area, while my little brother and his friend, and then my older brother's brother, would run around and capture the hard points. And I dropped 58 kills and 2 deaths. Just slaughtered that game. I dropped a DNA bomb. It was the first and only DNA bomb I ever was able to drop. That was awesome. I loved that game. It was just the whole time we were beating the fuck out of them. And then people were sitting there like, oh my God. And then the game finally ended. And that was it. They're like, looked at me like, holy shit. I didn't think you were doing that good.
Here, I found the clip I was talking about.
Well, we're not going to watch a stream while we're recording the podcast.
I know, but I have it up for after.
Okay. Well, we hit an hour, though, so I guess it's time to end anyway.
Oh, perfect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed us reminiscing on the good old days of Yonder with better Call of Duty, better shit talk, and better society.
And
Less
somehow,
racism.
Yeah, less racism somehow.
Depending on how you look at it.
You know, yeah, pretty much less racism. I feel like the more people poke at it, the worse the people get. Because now they're just doing it to spite. And some of the new people don't understand that it's for spite, and they're just getting involved in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed episode 9 of the Descent into Madness podcast. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell icon if you want to get notified every time. And
purchase war bonds.
I'll catch you guys in the next one.